What's your favorite character in a game? What is your favorite game? What is your favorite type of game? This is Rakino's Question of the Week. What's going on, everybody? I'm Rakino, your host, and it is Rakino's Question of the Week. It's a gaming question for those that are new. If you're not new, welcome back. So, this week's question, we'll shoot straight to the chase since we have this pandemic going on. Don't hate me because I said that. The question of this week is, what is your favorite virus outbreak game? There are tons of them out there. I went to IGN.com, and I will put that link in the description if you want to go check it out yourself. But here's what they had for the 10 most devastating virus outbreaks in games. That's what the title is. Number 1, The Division. I've never played The Division, but it looked pretty cool. I know what people's favorite is going to be, and I'll get to it in a minute. But take a look. I'm going to post pictures over here of the different games that are on here. The Division is one of the ones that are listed on here. Resident Evil, of course. There's a lot of them. There's like the original, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Then they went to, I believe, what was it? They went back to Resident Evil Remake number 2. And then there's a bunch of other side Resident Evil games, but Resident Evil is one of them. Fallout Las Vegas. Fallout Las Vegas. Never played it. But I know the Fallout franchise is kind of post-apocalyptic type of game. Moving on. Plague Inc. Evolved. Plague Inc. Evolved. I believe this one is where you're trying to... Your aim is to infect patient 0. So, with a newly formed pathogen before watching illness and disease spread to the masses. Anyway, it's kind of like a cross between, on here, it says a cross between Stephen King's The Stand, I think it's supposed to be The Strain, and 28 Days Later, so that might be a typo on here. So, let me know. That hits your, tickles your fancy, is what I like to say. Then we have DayZ. DayZ. There's another one out there that's not on this list that is World War Z, and it's just based like off the movie. It looks, when I saw the footage for it, I was like, whoa, that looks good. It has like the climbing zombies are all ferocious. Looks pretty crazy. That World War Z game. Also, if anybody is interested, this is a side note. There's a movie on Netflix called Train to Busan or something. I'll post it on the screen. It's a really good. It's all Japanese, so you have to read, but it's not a whole lot of reading. But it's like one of my favorite zombie movies. So anyway, that's that. We're gonna move on to the list here. Sunset Overdrive. Okay. Dying Light. Dying Light's a very popular one. Tall Tales The Walking Dead. That's not too shabby. Tall Tales The Walking Dead. Tall Tales The Walking Dead. Here's one that I think everybody's going to be... This is going to be one of their favorites, and it's The Last of Us. And now they have The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us is kind of like The Walking Dead, sort of. Except for the zombies are a little bit more different. They have a few different types of zombies. And then you're also dealing with bad people at the same time. A lot of bad people. So it's actually a pretty happy medium between the two, between bad people and zombies. The Last of Us. That's going to be a big one. Here's another one that might hit people. BioShock. Enough said. I'll post that on the screen so you can see that. And that's the end on here for the top 10 most devastating games. Virus games. So since we're living in a world with a virus that's going crazy, I thought maybe we should talk about games that have viruses where we kick butt. Since sometimes we have a hard time kicking butt on the real life zombie or real life virus, and it's harder to, you know, control and whatnot. I figure in a game we can actually do something about it a little bit more than we can here. Not really more of a or not really much with the virus that we can do about, but with the with fighting bad guys and stuff. So let me know what your top most devastating virus outbreak game is. It doesn't have to be the most devastating, but a virus outbreak type of game. What is your favorite? Did these 10 make your top? Or 11, I guess you can say, because I added World War Z in it. I was going to go with games that... was going to be my question. I was going to go with games that you are infected with the virus and you're trying to combat while you're playing the game. One of them, the one that I kept thinking of was Prototype, and I'll show you the picture. That was a really cool game when it first came out. It was top craziness in, I think, at least on PlayStation. I don't know if it made it to the other consoles or not. But Prototype for me was like, wow, you could do a lot, but you had like this virus that was going on inside of you. And then I was like, well, there's a bunch of other games that are kind of like that, but it's not really a virus. It would be more like Infamous. You got kind of a power. It's not really a virus. There's a few other ones like Spider-Man. He got bit by a spider. It's not really a virus. It was more of he got infected, I guess. Could be considered a virus, I guess. But I didn't want to go that route, so I decided to say, what game is your favorite has a virus outbreak going on in the game? So let me know in the comments, and I will try to reply to you. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you get updated every single time I upload a video. I appreciate everybody for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye. How many games have you played? What's the scariest game you've ever played? What's the most action-packed game you've ever played? What is the longest amount of time you've ever played a game? Wait a minute, are we actually in a game?